Well, I use Ride to Care. The last 3 times that I've called them, I've been stranded.
I would certainly say Ride to Care is not reliable.
I don't care what GridWorks or HealthShare or anybody has to say, it's just not getting better.
It is a story the Fox 12 investigators have been following. Complaints and concerns about the transportation program Ride to Care. Now, we've learned a transportation provider has filed a complaint against GridWorks, the company that operates Ride to Care, claiming they're not getting paid. Court papers state they're owed more than $500,000 for rides they've given to Oregon Health Plan members. Haley Rush with the Fox 12 investigators has been following the story closely. She joins us live tonight in studio to explain the complaint. Haley?
Well, Liz, we first told you about problems surrounding Ride to Care last month, like Oregon Health Plan members not getting picked up on time for medical appointments or even at all. We've also heard concerns from the transportation providers who GridWorks hires to give members rides. They claim they're often late because of issues starting at GridWorks' dispatch center. And now one provider is claiming they're owed hundreds of thousands of dollars. Through the Oregon Health Plan, members have access to medical rides to and from their appointments with a program called Ride to Care. And for about the last year, a local company called GridWorks has operated it. Now a formal complaint has been filed against GridWorks. The medical transportation provider Paradigm Driving Solutions has transported OHP members through Ride to Care in the past and claims GridWorks hasn't paid them for rides. In the complaint, it states GridWorks has had consistent trouble paying Paradigm timely. It goes on to say GridWorks still owes them more than $600,000 for unpaid rides.
We want you to know that there's a problem.
The Fox 12 investigators recently spoke with William Mary, the owner of Paradigm, at a meeting in Salem, where he spoke to other transportation providers about GridWorks. Mary didn't comment on the complaint directly, but did tell us about concerns he claims he has with the company.
The issues that the providers are having is not getting their rides on time or ever getting their rides, getting rides late, so the members not getting their appointments on time. They're being abandoned because they're not dispatching correctly. And the other big thing is providers aren't getting paid.
Mary told us Paradigm recently stopped providing rides in the Portland area because of it.
So what happens is when the provider's not paid, we have to pull out because we don't work for free either. So we pull out of the area, then it's a burden on the members as well, because now they don't have enough vehicles in the fleet to get to their appointments.
We reached out directly to GridWorks to get their side. A company that told us it provides government affairs and communications support responded for them with a statement that read, GridWorks' highest priority is the health and safety of the people who count on Ride to Care for transportation, and we are continually working to improve non-emergency medical transportation for both patients and drivers. We have no further comment on pending litigation at this time. Paradigm now wants GridWorks to pay them nearly $4 million in damages. According to the complaint, it's for money still owed and money the transportation provider is losing out on. Paradigm isn't the only company to claim payment issues. HealthShare of Oregon is the coordinated care organization that originally awarded GridWorks the Ride to Care contract. HealthShare sent GridWorks this letter last month that reads in part, the NAACP, on behalf of the Oregon NEMT Providers Association and others, has met with HealthShare and expressed concerns about payment practices that GridWorks is engaged in with respect to its contracted transportation provider network. Specifically, the NAACP has expressed concerns that GridWorks has not treated providers fairly or in compliance with their contracts. The letter goes on to state, please review your policies and practices related to management of your transportation provider network and ensure GridWorks is acting in a fair, equitable, and non-discriminatory manner. We did reach out to the NAACP today about this letter to see if they had or still have concerns about GridWorks. We did not immediately hear back. Reporting live in studio, Haley Rush, Fox 12 Oregon.